Good evening, everyone, and welcome. My name is Marisa Maggio-Harelson, and I have been with LifeVantage for 8.5 years. So I just want to say thank the person that invited you to be on this webinar tonight. I'm so excited to share with you what this company is doing. They are redefining the way we age and view wellness care like it is today through a beautiful science called nutrigenomics. You don't have to know what that means because I'm going to show you something in just a moment. But I want to just share a little bit about my story and how I got involved with LifeVantage. I overheard a conversation at yoga about 8.5 years ago. I teach yoga and meditation. I'm a former TV news reporter. That was my main career. And I left that when my children were really little so that I could be home with them. I had my own little company. I did marketing and public relations. And I just always felt like, I was here I was put on this planet to do something big in life. And I just didn't really know what that looked like. I always have been into health and wellness. So that's why I teach yoga. And yoga is a lot of fun to teach, but of course it doesn't bring in tons of money, and that's okay. So when I overheard another teacher talking about some amazing things that were happening with her body and vitality and energy and sleep, I was just so intrigued that I just asked what she was talking about. And she pointed to one of my students and told me to talk to her, which I did. And the rest is history. And when I saw the science behind what you're getting ready to see tonight, this presentation, I was blown away. And I knew that I was going to get this in my body and my husband's body and my children's body. They were 10 and 13 at the time. Now they're 21 and 18. And they have been on these products ever since I have been on them for 8.5 years. And truly, our health is everything. And without it, nothing else matters. It doesn't matter our goals, our dreams, if we don't have our health. And isn't health more important today than ever before? I mean, think about what is happening all over the world here. And here we have something that is just really optimizing our health on so many different levels. So I'm going to share a little bit, show you this little video presentation, and really watch it because I flipped out. Our company just unveiled this video and it is stellar. So I'm going to share that with you. Let me share my screen. Make sure I have the computer sound on. And I'm going to share this with you. And then afterwards, I'll just sum it all up. And, this is a gift to know about. And you might see yourself as a customer, or you might see yourself wanting to share this. And that's what I wanted to do, because when I see something that I like, I share it with people. And there's quite an opportunity for you, if that's something that speaks to you, or for someone that might be looking for creating some part-time income or life-changing or full-time income. So let's take a moment and take a look. Okay.
Flip the switch. Feel better, do more. It takes nothing more to flip the switch than to make the choice. When it comes to your health, LifeVantage has been leading the charge in scientific breakthroughs that are proven to help you feel better and do more. Leading new research has unlocked the key to restoring and maintaining your body's natural processes and potential, leading to greater energy, vitality, and even mental performance and clarity. It all lies within you. Your very own genetic structure that you can turn back on with just the flip of a switch. Now, we know our cells aren't performing the way they used to. If we don't know the science behind it, we can certainly feel it, right? And we know that there's a way to change that. But is there a way to avoid it in the first place? Unless we live in a vacuum, probably not. From the moment we stop growing, we start the aging process. Our cells decline, and the world's harsh environment hits us hard. Our DNA is getting hijacked from all around us, from the food we eat, water we drink, the people around us, and the choices we all make, the environment we live in, the air we breathe, and yes, even the technology you're using to watch this right now. And while we can do our best to limit all of these things, they're simply a part of life, especially in the 21st century. All of these contribute to dimming the lights. You know that feeling. The feeling of just, living. Day to day, admit it or not, it can be exhausting. When we're not careful, we begin to feel fatigued, sluggish, stressed. Our moods change, and we lack or lose motivation. Our brains get tired and foggy, and our immune system can even start to take a hit, which is why we look to flip the switch. Research shows that the major contributing factors to these symptoms are oxidative stress, mitochondrial decline, sirtuin decline. There are many theories of aging, but the most important is oxidative stress. But don't worry, because you have the power to leverage those genes and flip the switch back on. If you could unlock the potential for your most optimal energy, vitality, and performance to improve the quality of your life, why wouldn't you? Here's the problem. Oxidative stress. You've probably heard about antioxidants. We know they're good for us, but what exactly do they do? You see, antioxidants keep cells healthy. They fight off free radicals, the stuff in our body responsible for oxidative stress. Again, our environment, the food and water we consume, and even the personal choices we make and technology we use can alter our DNA. Actually alter it. These choices, these factors, these changes can affect our cells' potential in keeping us healthy. Here's what's actually happening. Oxygen splits, an electron gets orphaned, and it steals electrons from other atoms to stabilize itself. Those floating little rampant particles are called free radicals. Now unstable, they'll stop at nothing to stabilize themselves, which can cause harm to the cells and alter the DNA. Antioxidants are great because they stabilize free radicals without becoming unstable themselves. When we're young, our body is incredible at creating antioxidants, maintaining this process. But as we already know, this begins to slow over time. And what made us feel like youthful, energetic teenagers makes us now feel, well, old. Thankfully, we know how to flip the switch and turn that process back on. To flip the switch on oxidative stress and neutralize free radicals, we introduce the world to ProTandem NRF2 Synergizer. The revolutionary ProTandem NRF2 Synergizer is a proprietary blend of natural ingredients that signals the NRF2 pathway to turn back on. So instead of inundating the body with dietary antioxidants, which will never be enough to keep up with the trillions and trillions of free radicals we create every minute, we simply turn on the NRF2 pathway, returning it to its normal state, boosting your body's own antioxidant production. This is the process of activation. Dietary antioxidants are like fighting cellular wildfires with splashes of water. But activation actually changes the weather and landscape back to cultivating rich, lush cellular rainforests. Activation is the scientifically proven way to tell your body to do what it's always done better. And it's as easy as the flip of a switch. ProTandem NRF2 Synergizer's proprietary formula has 32 independent studies and has been backed by top research facilities and universities like Harvard, Colorado State, Virginia Commonwealth, Ohio State, Texas Tech, the American Heart Association, the American Journal of Physiology, the National Institute on Aging, and the American Aging Association, just to name a few. All this work and study garnered so much attention in the health and wellness community that it was finally featured on an ABC primetime special. To quote John Quinones,
"You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility. It all centers around this small yellow pill. It's called ProTandem. Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed."
It's the reason we have 7 patents and have sold over 28 million bottles and counting. It's the reason we continue to be the world's best solution and foremost experts in combating oxidative stress. It's the reason no other product on earth has been proven to lower oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. Our business is neutralizing free radicals and upregulating your cell's natural functions to their optimal settings again. No fruit or veggie can do that. especially when they're more prone to it than we are. Makes you think, huh?
So I use Nerve 2 as a therapy to help my body remain healthy, but get stronger in the process and remain strong. I'm 45 years old and I feel healthier than ever. As a biochemist, I can geek out all day about it, but I can tell you, when my mom looked at me and said, if you can get your health back where you were, what can I do for my health? But Nerve 2 can shift and change your life. It can flip switches in your body for your body to function at its optimal level. That's amazing.
Nerve 2 literally has me feeling better now than I have ever felt in my entire life.
Now, every cell has mitochondria, and the mitochondria provides the energy and vitality necessary for the cell to accomplish its job. So what happens when the mitochondria dies or breaks down? Well, technically we make more. We're constantly repairing and fixing or even just removing damaged mitochondria. But the more time we spend fixing and repairing, the less time we spend energized, living to our full potential. Mitochondrial decline is one of the major theories of aging, and while Nerve 2 is the first big step towards healthy longevity, that process needs to get its energy from somewhere, right? Like the NRF2 pathway is responsible for the production of natural antioxidants, the NRF1 pathway increases the actual production of mitochondria, giving the Nerve 2 synergizer even more results. We call these two the dual synergizer. Even on its own, ProTandem NRF1 Synergizer is built to upregulate mitochondrial biogenesis by nearly 70%. A fancy way of saying 70% more energy to help combat and regulate free radicals and oxidative stress. As we continue to research theories of aging, our insatiable desire to flip the switch in cutting-edge science led us to the discovery of ProTandem NAD Synergizer, proven to increase serotonin activity by 100% in just 24 hours. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself. Let me digress. Here's why that's so important. Nerve 2 is our keystone at LifeVantage. It's how we launched the company and how we've been so successful through the years. We've addressed oxidative stress and came up with a solution to provide an energy source. But what happens to all the waste and mess that's left over afterwards? That's why sirtuins are so important. Think of sirtuins as the cleaning crew for your house, or the sensors and computer in your car. Sirtuins are in charge of regulating cellular homeostasis, or simply just keeping the cell in balance. When cells break or repair or even stabilize, they create waste, just like our bodies when we consume, create, or repair. Sirtuins are the Band-Aids, garbage cans, vacuums, stain remover, air freshener, and glass cleaner all in one. They're powerful little proteins that pack a punch. But there's a catch. Sirtuins can only operate in the presence of NAD, which is why ProTandem NAD Synergizer was scientifically formulated to activate the NAD pathway in order to upregulate production of sirtuins by 100% in 24 hours. Double. You have the ability to double your cellular cleanup balance and health in just one day. Twice the ability to revitalize. Twice the cleanup when you energize. Twice the stability when you neutralize. Neutralize, energize, revitalize. Now, while each product can be taken individually, their truest power comes when taken together. As a matter of fact, ProTandem Tri-Synergizer was shown to have more than a 1,700% increase in gene expression over simply taking a single product on its own. Imagine saying goodbye to how you feel right now and what kind of a result 1,700% improvement must mean for your mood and motivation, your mental focus, clarity, concentration, even your vascular system and healthy inflammatory response. For less than $2 a day, you can begin flipping the switch against oxidative stress and change your life forever. For less than a cup of gourmet coffee a day, you can get over a 1,700% increase in upregulation and gene expression with our Tri-Synergizer. Less than $5 a day to flip the switch and literally change your DNA to a better, healthier, more balanced you. That's a no-brainer. We make ordering simple with things like standard free shipping, subscription discounts, a 30-day no questions asked money-back guarantee, full customer support, and even a customer, friends, and family discount. Simply share these products with those you care about and receive credits on future orders. Who doesn't like saving money? Every single person you refer that purchases LifeVantage product will rack up credits in your account. With such great perks, what's holding you back? And LifeVantage doesn't just stop with activation. Because it makes us so unique, the same ingredients we use in our groundbreaking NRF2 Synergizer is implemented in their wide array of nutritional supplements, hair care and beauty products, and yes, even products for the goodest of boys. LifeVantage Pro Tandem, True Science, Physique, and Pet Tandem lines flip the switch on more than just your DNA. Featured on the Think Dirty app, our skincare and hair care with active Nerf2 ingredients is a formula free of parabens, sulfates, dyes, and gluten. It's non-GMO and not tested on animals, so you can feel better while you flip the switch on beauty and hair care. Also implementing the groundbreaking formulas of NRF2 is our probiotic, prebiotic, and fat burn. And our high protein, low carb, gluten-free protein powder helps you do more while you flip the switch on health and physique. Flip the switch, feel better, do more. Words that you and LifeVantage can live by. Oh, and did you know that you can also flip the switch on your bank account too? Yes, activation is all about health and DNA and changes from the inside out. But choosing to activate is also about seeing the potential for change and leveraging your position to make that happen in your health, happiness, and even, yes, your bank account. You'll probably be talking about these products in the future with the people you know and meet. It's how LifeVantage actually got started in the first place a little over a decade ago. So rather than pay big box stores to give us shelf space, we thought we'd put money back in the pockets of the people that already loved it. So we left the decision up to you. For those that love it and talk about it, you could potentially be seeing a direct deposit for it. Or if you do nothing, you could let that direct deposit go to someone else. Now, if you'd rather get the check than someone else, I honestly don't blame you, and it should be time to consider a side hustle. The ideal side hustle would, let's be real, truly be ideal if you got to work from home, pick your own hours, maybe even your coworkers, and of course got to wrap the company and brand around your own personal lifestyle, right? Here at LifeVantage, we give you all of that. So whether you're looking for some extra pocket money or a full-time gig, we give the platform and tools you need to start your business right and keep it running for as long as you want. LifeVantage has been around since 2009 and sold over $1 billion in just the last 5 years, all while paying out over $500 million in commissions and incentives to families just like yours. And the best part? You probably haven't even heard about us until now. Behind the scenes, we've amassed a board of former executives from Coca-Cola, Airbnb, Amazon, and SC Johnson, just to name a few. Our unprecedented growth this past decade gave us the unique opportunity to close the NASDAQ in early 2020 and was then followed by 2 all-time high quarter closes back to back by mid-2020, even in the midst of a global pandemic. Starting in the US, we have now expanded to 20 other countries around the world, and we won't stop there. All of this thanks to activation. Such a key principle in such a massive market. Activation is what sets LifeVantage apart from any other health and wellness company in the world, giving us the upper hand in accessing an over $600 billion industry. Network marketing statistics from the Direct Sales Association show us in a poll of over 36 million consumers that there's been over a 60% increase in wellness sales over the last 8 years, beating out leisure and even clothing. Wellness can cover anything from anti-aging to weight loss and nutritional supplements. This boom has made the anti-aging industry alone worth over $300 billion. Skincare comes in next at $121 billion, and then hair care at 85, pet care at 67, energy at 50, and weight loss at 37. Luckily, LifeVantage caters to all of it. There's never been a better time, not only to involve yourself in the health and wellness industry, but also to become a work-from-home entrepreneur. the benefits of LifeVantage seem boundless. Corporate handles inventory, shipping, returns. Basically, all you have to worry about is sharing the flip the switch message. Not to mention the low entry cost, making the minimal overhead a relatively low risk. There's minimal assets, a virtual office personalized for you, as well as the ability to track what you earn in commissions daily, not to mention awesome perks, incentives, events, and even travel. As part of my life venture, you have the potential to earn rewards, like a brand new Jeep Wrangler, or a Polaris Slingshot, Kawasaki jet skis, or even $25,000 cash. The possibilities seem endless. Now, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a business. And just like any other business, it takes work. And just like all good work, it can really pay off. But we make it simple to get started and earn commissions. Our varieties of enrollment packs help you save up to 30% while getting your hands on as much product as possible. Not to mention the value of tickets to events, trainings, and summits, so you can be armed with the best tools for growing your LifeVantage business. So I'm sure you're asking, is this for me? Can I actually do this? Or what's the catch? Yes, it is. You absolutely can, and best of all, no catch. This is an opportunity that revolves around your ability to share the product you love. Let's take a realistic look at what's in it for you. This is the average annual earnings disclosure. It shows, well, just that, the average earnings. Let's take a Pro 3, for example. It takes the average distributor 8 months to achieve a Pro 3 status, and the average monthly earned commissions is $626. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't earn more, it's just what's happening down the middle. It takes about 12 months to hit Pro 4, and they can expect about $1,500 a month. And then less than a year later, on average, distributors quadruple that monthly earned income. Imagine in under 2 years from now, the possibility of adding to or replacing your current financial situation with over $6,900 a month. But like all good things in life, it takes time, effort, and persistence. Some can only offer part-time hours, some even less than that, and some dive in both feet first and make it their new full-time career. Like,
this is what we have been really waiting for, that we never knew that we always wanted. Once I learned that it was a completely low risk compared to any other company I'd ever started, as far as investment-wise, I went, what am I worried about, really? 11 months into our LifeVantage business, we were able to sell our other business. I loved what I was doing. It was more, for me, fulfilling. I felt like we were making a difference. We were making an impact on people, and that felt really, really, really good.
or even
the reason why the opportunity is so massive is because we have this unique product, right? And we had the opportunity to not just be consumer, but to be a part of it financially. And that was attractive, being in a position in my life where I had to start over, right? This was my chance. All of the non-fun stuff that no one likes about business, and I let LifeVantage, the company, take care of it. With the logistics and the paying and the back office, I didn't have to go invent something. I didn't have to go find investors. I could take human behavior, which I was doing already, which you are doing already. Because as humans, we share information when that information brings joy to us. If a person could, they would have better health, more money, more time. But there's not a lot of opportunity that can give you all of those three things. If people understood that that was possible, who would say no to that? So I'm providing, but I've got the time to enjoy the most important things I have in life.
Wherever you are, whatever you want, whenever you plan on getting there, LifeVantage has the opportunity to offer you support as the ideal side hustle in getting you there. We do our best to help ensure that you have the personal, creative, and emotional space and time you need to feel free, devoted, and excited about the things you love. More time with people, more time abroad, more time with what matters most, your family. If our products are about maintaining and providing the healthiest longevity possible, we want the quality of lifestyle to match it. Now, LifeVantage isn't just about changing the lives of our customers and distributors, but also the lives of children around the world. LifeVantage Legacy is giving back to children who will impact and make a difference in the world of tomorrow. From building houses in Mexico to constructing wigs in Ireland for cancer patients, volunteers and distributors have implemented international after-school programs, hurricane relief projects in Cancun, and even community gardens in Hawaii. Not to mention that LifeVantage Legacy's immediate response to the COVID-19 pandemic also garnered international Stevie Awards, U.S. Nonprofit Response Recognition, and COVID Relief Recognition Awards. Through all of this, LifeVantage has built a prime vehicle for you to go out and create better health and wealth for yourself and your family. We've taken out all the hard work of a brick and mortar business and given you the tools to build a brand from home or realistically anywhere you choose. Simple as that. You no longer have to accept the status quo. You can choose to change your life, to take control of your health, to take control of your future. As world leaders in activation, we've proven time and time again that our groundbreaking approach makes you feel better so you can do more. So now you have two choices in front of you. One, you can become a customer, flip the switch and change your life. We'll even offer credits on future purchases for every friend and family member you refer. Or two, you can take advantage of all that LifeVantage has to offer. You can join the LifeVantage family and take charge of your life, health, and even your finances to give you the life you want. Either way, all you need to do is reach out to the person that sent you this video and let them know it's time to flip the switch.
My goodness. I get so excited when I see that, and it's so new. But I'm telling you, this is true. It might seem too good to be true, but it's really true. And I am a perfect example of when you follow a system, and it's a system for success, and you lock arms with mentors, if you see the opportunity, it is life-changing. And that's exactly what happened for me 8.5 years ago when I said yes to LifeVantage. And I always say LifeVantage finds you. You don't find LifeVantage. So definitely get back to that person who shared this with you and say, yes, I want to be a customer, or I want to know more about the opportunity, or yes, I'm ready to join your team, because that's what this is about. It is about joining a team and locking arms with a community of like-minded people that are on a mission to make this world a better place. And I was open. I guess I was at high noon at that time. My mom had passed away 7 months prior to me finding out about LifeVantage. I was not fulfilled in what I was doing. And I knew that I was put here on earth to do something bigger. And when I saw this, and I saw that this truly is a beautiful business model that is widely misunderstood and is the business of the 21st century, according to top entrepreneurs all over the world, I knew that this was something for me, that I could run a business from my home in the nooks and crannies. And now I do it full time. But I also have my time. My husband and I were down in Mexico last week with our kids, and we've gone down to Mexico to build houses for families through the LifeVantage Legacy program. And you saw in that video where you can earn things as you get more successful. I'm an Elite Pro 8 in LifeVantage. And if anyone would have told me that, I never did anything like that when I worked in television news. So this has been truly a gift to know about. Your children get to see that you can actually create your own, build your dreams and live those dreams. And it's not net wish marketing, it is network marketing, and it takes time. But time is happening with or without an opportunity in our lives. So I just say, I know that I wasn't doing backflips over where we were going to be in our lives, being an older parent. And, my husband has a great job, but there is a time when he's going to be retiring and we'll be on a fixed retired income, but not now. This has changed our life on many levels. So I just invite you to have an open mind and get information, get back to that person that shared this with you. And this truly has broken some things that I grew up with. Our mindset with finances and abundance happens at an early age. And this has helped me break through any type of limiting thoughts. And it can be that for you as well. And bottom line is, Be a customer, and you can also get discounts from being a customer with our customer referral program that's rolling out November 4th. So thank you so much, everybody, for being on. It's been my honor and my privilege to share this with you, and we are having a ball. So if you want to have fun and travel the world and maybe get a LifeVantage Jeep, which is what I did, hit the elite ranks in 5.5 years, and a year later hit another level, and you get global revenue sharing with that. So it is worth it. And it's not all about the money, but the money happens when you help people. And that's what this business is about helping and lifting others and introducing them to a culture and people that are really changing the world. So thank you all so much for being on. And again, get back to that person. Take care. Have a great evening.